Does it ever get old seeing your name on a bottle?
No, it's actually quite a scary thing.
But you are Australian only. Yeah.
I guess it's in my blood.
Everyone at some point probably has had a wine in their life. There's no right or wrong. G'day everyone, we are back again.
Yeah,
We've
how
got
good?
JB in the seat next to me, and this is my boy Benny Wood. Mate, where are you from? We'll get to all of that. Bear with me, guys. This is Benny Wood. He's from the Corner Dairy, one of my favourite little bars up in Doubleview. Across the street is St. Bridget's as well. Nick Francis, he's not here. He's too hungover to come. So we've just got Benny today. And thanks for coming in, man. We're here to chat WA wines in general. But I suppose I'll start with you. Who are you? You're not from WA.
I'm not from WA.
How'd you get into hospitality? And I know you've been on a few judging panels telling people what wines to drink, and we're off you for that. But basically, tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey into hospo and then into drinking wines.
Bit of a cool one. I think my parents were actually, Dad was a venue manager for 25 years. Mum was a restaurant manager. We actually lived in a granny flat on top of a pub when we were kids.
That's where though?
That's in Maxfield. And then we moved
Where's
out.
Maxfield, sorry?
Maxfield's near Coffs Harbour.
Oh, cool.
Over in New South Wales.
Okay,
So,
like northern New South Wales.
yeah, like mid-north coast.
Yeah.
Up that way. So
So you go for the blues?
Of course, bro.
Oh,
Represent.
right.
How could
Yeah.
you...
Sorry.
You're Queensland, man.
Yeah, Maroons,
Why?
yeah. My
Just-
missus was born in
Fair.
a caravan in Mount Tambourine.
Mount Tamarind.
That's a story.
Awesome. But yeah, I was born in Cronulla, so Dad was a Sydney boy, Mum was a Sydney girl, and then
Sounds like a song, hey?
it does.
Yeah.
I think it's what's that song? Small Town.
Yeah.
That's you basically.
Yeah.
That's me.
So
Small town
you grew
boy.
up in pubs, basically. is
Pretty
what you're
much. Like Dad was always this.
saying. What a shit place to grow up.
Yeah.
That would have sucked.
So it's okay. I guess it's in my blood. My sister was one of the managers at St. Bridget across the road as well.
Yeah.
And we moved out to Dubbo. Dad quit the industry and moved into banking, and then we moved out to the west where don't really drink too much wine out there. It's more beer and rum and good times, all that stuff. So, and then 5 years ago, I made the choice to move over here. Like Mum and Dad had moved a couple of years before. Mum's got family over here. Like her sister's always lived here, and just found it was like a good opportunity to get out of Dubbo and go try somewhere different. And
Yep.
started working at the Rosemount Hotel, where one of my best mates and mentors, Zach Noddle, was at, and then he got the opportunity
Zachy boy.
to open up the Corner Dairy, and he's like, "You want to come with?" And I was like, "Sick."
Yeah.
Still hadn't really gotten into wine at all, and was just kind of a casual worker at that point. And then he since left the industry and he's in construction now, and then I kind of took over from his job. And
Yeah, man. Well, what up, Zachy? He's a
what
great
up,
man.
Zachy?
But I suppose where you landed at the Corner Dairy as well,
Yeah.
it shits me to tears because I sell you a lot of booze and you never buy any of it most of the time. But you are Australian only. You only have Australian wines, which
Yeah.
pisses me off because how do you not have champagne? But I suppose what Top Ups is about
There's some
is
in the
about
cool
all
room.
WA stuff. So you are exposed to more WA booze,
Yeah,
wine
definitely.
than most, I'd say. And what do you, like, along that way, like how did you go from not really drinking wine to loving it and being able to, sit on a panel and judge and tell people what the best wine actually is?
So everyone
did
knows
that even
I'm not a
happen, man?
judge.
It makes me piss.
But I think like the way we kind of started at the Corner Dairy was we're a small business and we wanted to support like local as well. So the whole Aussie concept was awesome, and it's really like helped me grow in that aspect of like, we've got some of the best wine regions in the world, like no doubt. So it's nice. It's cool to get exposed to stuff that's international. Like, we go to trade shows and stuff and get the trade show, the international tables, pour it yourself. And I'm like, all right.
Oh, we'll do it. We'll go there. Well, literally, we did an event pretty recently, and I was like, I'm not doing it unless we're pouring two champagnes.
Yeah.
And so it's the first time he actually ever bought something international. But
Yeah.
You broke the rules.
We broke the rules.
Yeah,
so-
wow, that's special.
Yeah.
You guys are tight.
I know he says I don't buy anything off him, but $100 bottle
Fuck
of
all off me.
Laurent
It
Perrier
does my
was
head.
pretty expensive, eh? Yeah, we'll pour it, and then we're just walking around. Yeah, how you going?
Mate, and we love that type of event. So they've got an amazing chef at the Corner Dairy,
Yeah.
and the food from the day they opened has been incredible. So you really do need a wine program that can stand up to that. But you also, like, there's the best wines. A lot of people ask you, oh, what's your favorite WA wine or whatever it is? I want to know your shittest wine that you've tried
Shittest.
or sold.
That's
Because I reckon you've
hard.
had a couple doozies.
I
Oh,
think
boy.
when the whole the whole natty, like the really natty
too much?
stuff,
Yeah.
it got to the point where it was like it was hard to drink sometimes, and I'm not gonna name any wineries.
But was
in
everyone
particular,
trying
get
to-
myself in the shit?
Was everyone like just jumping on a bit of a trend and trying to out-natty each other? Was
I
that?
think
was that
so,
what was going
man.
on?
And it
And
was
there
like-
was a lot of bad booze being made there for a while.
And it was hard. I really enjoyed some of the good natty
good stuff,
stuff. You know,
yeah.
like it was great, and it was really fun to pour it and buy it in, and it was always something new. But then sometimes it was like, what is this? Like, I don't understand how you've come up with this wine. And
Yeah.
it really, like, I think it turned people off it pretty quickly
Yeah,
as well.
100%.
You know, everyone's had a bad natty wine.
Yeah.
I just remember being like on the punter side and kind of being out somewhere and trying something and thinking, oof, like this is no good.
Yeah.
But then feeling like I had to pretend it was like, because I didn't understand. And I thought, oh, I'm missing something. I don't get it.
There was,
But it was
so
really
much-
just sour.
Yeah,
so
sour
you're
and
drinking
like bready
yeah,
and
drinking balsamic vinegar.
That's
Correct.
it,
Yeah.
And thank God it's turned now, like, and it's come back because the cleanliness of really good wine, like we've got in your glass right now, is kind of the entire point. If
What's
you've
this?
got you're drinking Marchand and Burch Mount Barrow Chardonnay, which is from your Mount Barker, the highest elevated vineyard in the state, actually.
Cool.
And I drank that previously. Now I'm drinking Low Boy Riesling, which is one of my fucking favorites. I think I voted for that in
Did
my
ya?
own votes and top
Yep.
up. So did you vote? You were here at
I
you were
voted,
here at
yeah.
the fucking party, but
my top vote was the Valley de Venom Shannon.
yeah, my boy Parks.
Yeah,
He knows. what
Just
he's
missed,
doing.
I think. Like I'm just trying to think.
it didn't make that.
Do you know what?
100, and I was
I thought
disappointed.
about releasing the 101 to 200.
Yeah, we should
reckon
do
we should?
that.
You should
Yeah,
100% do that.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
was
the-
that was like just on the cusp, I reckon.
Yeah,
Yeah. you're
It
close.
was. I hope it was because those guys super small operation.
Well, tell me what you like about them, because I know you've done vintage or you've done some work with a number of different brands, WA brands,
Yeah.
but Reese Parker, Emma, like, and Valley de Venom, you've done more.
I
work
have an
with them
affinity
than
to them.
anyone,
I
really,
think.
so.
I think Reese is just. He always says he's just an honest bloke from Scarborough trying to make his way in the world. I just get along with that sort of attitude. You know, he's obviously a hard worker. He's a super smart guy, and just has fun while he's doing
Yeah.
it. And then Emsy's like, she's
coolest
gorgeous,
person
mate.
ever.
She's like, she runs the art gallery in Yalling Up.
Yeah.
Everyone should go there and have
The
a
cellar
look at
door is
it.
actually there. And if you don't know who Valley de Venom is, I suppose you should check it out. It's, and this is the coolest thing about what WA does and what Top Up is, I suppose, for me, is this guy he's a scientist by trade. He's a genius, loves booze, loves to make wines without any additions, basically.
Yeah.
But does it in a way scientifically that he can be the cleanest thing ever. He's got a tiny little unit in an industrial area in Dunsborough, sources fruit from organic growers that are his mates that he's built relationships with for ages, does maybe 10 tonne a year.
Yeah.
So like minute, like extremely
Has
small.
increased in this year actually.
Yeah, as he tells me, he's making the world's biggest, like, best Chardonnay. So I can't wait to actually see that. But you know what I mean? Like, there's these guys doing it on the smallest scale
It's
ever. And
tiny.
like literally, him and his wife would touch every single grape. They handpick everything themselves. They make it all themselves. They've touched every single grape that's gone into any wine they've made, which I think is rare and it's beautiful. And then there's the flip side. It's like, then there's the big guys. There's the Larry Cherubinos that are making 50 wines plus a year. There's the Howard Parks. There's the Cullens.
Yeah.
But these little guys doing cool shit like that, for me, gets me ticking. And I
There's
think
kind of room for everyone, right? It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know, you can have your wine from the big guy and it's great, and then you can have a wine from a little guy and it's also really good.
Yeah.
When you say their project is really small, it's like a jigsaw puzzle to move stuff.
Literally.
Like Reese is on the forklift like all
Oh,
day.
really?
It's nuts.
It's
In
either-
terms
he's
of
a-
like floor space is really small. So to
Yeah,
do stuff,
man.
it's like
It's tiny.
It's tiny. It is like
He's either on the forklift or on that steamer. He's got
Yeah,
the
it-
steamer to clean his stuff, and he fucking loves his steamer.
you'll never hear the end of it. It's the world's best. He thinks he's the cleanest winemaker.
Yeah,
in
he's you'd eat
WA
off the
or
floor.
something like- yeah,
You'd legitimately.
we
eat
got to put
off
that to
his
the
floor.
test. We're gonna get out there.
we should actually go film
We'll
a
have dinner off the floor.
podcast.
That's pretty good. Get the steamer out. Sounds like a well, not with the cleaning side, but like like your old share house living room when you first move in, and everyone brings stuff, and you're like, "How are we gonna fit all this shit in
Yeah,
here?"
you Tetris. You play Tetris.
Interesting.
Exactly.
So what other like WA producers are you really into, or like styles of wine? Like obviously none of the wines that I sell you really care about because you never buy them off me. But
This joke has to stop on camera.
You got another 45 minutes of this.
Oh bugger! I really like the ladies from South by Southwest.
Yeah.
as well.
chicks, man,
They're awesome. I actually saw some cartons around the corner there. So, but I really like working with people who are just. Oh bugger!
No one heard any of that. They just heard old wicker cane furniture just creaking.
I'm empty. I can't have that.
Yeah.
I really like working with people who are just like-minded and like well mannered, and it's just it's like a
Well-mannered?
cohesion. Yeah, not
you
you.
talking
That's
about?
why I don't buy your wine, you prick. But it's nice to, I guess, work with people who just love the industry as much as I do. And these
100%.
guys
You've got
are.
passion for it.
They do. They have a massive passion. They're working all the time around the clock, and I feel like I try and do the same. It's bloody hard sometimes.
100%. And it's a cool thing that you do. You get to work at the corner dairy and promote these little guys. Like it means so much to them. I don't think you've done an event with anyone like massive. And you know what I mean?
You're
like
pretty
helping,
famous, aren't you?
Well, you do a good job of it though. Like you promote
Yeah.
some smaller time guys because you care about them.
Yeah.
And what they're doing.
That's as I said before, we went all Aussie, and it was like we love the small producers because for them it's about quality over quantity. So you do tend to get like they might have only 4 wines, but all 4 of them are just like good piss, like really good piss. And for us, that makes it easy to promote. It's not. It is like streamlined. They're unreal.
It's cool to see a venue in that part of the world as well. Seeing a few more of these, that's like suburbs, north of the river. Like it's not often you'll see like a venue, maybe before going back 4 or 5 years ago, of like that quality in a place like that was outside of
100%.
a precinct. I reckon it's great that we're kind of seeing more of that. And you guys are probably one of the first, I reckon, to get out into the burbs a little bit.
I think it was actually. I think it's been quite lucky in the fact that St. Bridget opened 3 months before us.
Yeah.
Right.
And so we've got our own little
Bit of a
hub.
draw, hey?
Yeah, people can just pop over the road.
The
over there.
Doubleview, double barrel.
Double
fucking-
IPA. That's what we want to brew. Something double gin distilled. Something.
You guys are like responsible for like doubling house prices. And double,
Literally.
I reckon.
Literally, yeah. No, it's.
Bring it into culture to Doubleview.
I think
that's it.
one of the owners of the dairy, Sam, was in an article about like,
Was
house
he?
prices going up and stuff. It was like one of the main causes.
Can't afford your rent, blame this guy.
Yeah, we're just like, oh bugger, like. But I think the way that Perth looks at the moment, with all these little small bars popping up everywhere, it's cool. But I think it's drawn a lot of attention away from the bigger precincts, which is like not a bad thing. It's instead of going 20 minutes into the city, I can just walk 5 minutes up
So
the road,
much
you
more
know, and that's wicked. There's so many, and if there's like 2 or 3 bars, it's we don't have to leave.
Yeah.
But it brings community, right? Community, vibrancy, a bit of culture. Like
Yeah, for sure.
It
There's
adds something.
families and
Yep.
mums, dads, kids, dogs. We
Mate,
like
Tommy
pets out
culture.
the front. It
You
is.
just see
It's
Tommy
gorgeous.
culture.
It's one of my favorite things about working there. Is I don't think there might be new people rocking up all the time, but I know most people that have ever walked through our door.
Yeah, love that.
I've sat down and had a chat,
Yeah.
or we talked wine or talked beer, and And that to me, it really gives me a sentimental sort of love for just that venue itself.
Yeah.
And like at this point, I'm probably never going to leave it, but we'll see what happens.
You've got too many mates now. That's the
Yeah,
problem, right?
everyone loves me, you know.
Yeah, everyone loves you, mate.
Everyone loves me.
So you guys dog friendly?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Only
okay.
outside. We're not French yet, but
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
we'll get there one day.
Yeah.
I think we have International Dog Day. We've done it the last few years.
Oh, really?
So
What do you do for that?
We team up with it's normally with Beer Farm.
Yeah. Oh, the dog beer.
Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know if we have to ask them to do it this year. I think it's pretty soon.
Mate, have you seen the Wine Dogs book?
Not yet.
Oh, bro. There's
Wine dogs?
There's like 1,000 editions of them as well. It's a book about all these wineries around Australia and the winery dogs.
That's the
And it's
best.
just photos and like bios on the dogs.
Yeah.
Check it
We've
out.
got to do a calendar.
Wine
Top
dog.
up wine dogs. What do you reckon?
Yeah, do you want to be in our top up calendar as well, shirtless, like firefighter spec? Because I know you do heaps of CrossFit.
Oh, yeah. All right.
You're always telling man posting photos on Instagram about you at the gym with no shirt on.
I'll just be like the bogey month in the middle. Like, whoa,
Oh,
how
fuck.
about that?
What
Do
the
that. Let's go. Yeah, let's sign up for that.
It looks like you're receding a bit.
Wow.
Oh,
Are you're receding a little bit. Is that?
We're gonna look the same pretty
Oh man.
Why do you think I'm wearing a
You
hat?
take out
Why do you think
all
I'm
the-
wearing a hat? You know, it's like, this is your future.
It's funny how the world works, right? I think there's more receding airlines than there is people at the moment.
Bald is tough though. Like you guys would really know.
Mate, how
like you're
cold do you
fine.
get?
You get cold, and there's also here's the thing. There's no formal headwear for the bald man.
Nah.
Like so, if
No
you're
one
gonna go to
cares.
something that's a little bit formal, what do you put on your head?
Top hat, dude. Come on.
Yeah, well, that's too formal.
That's formal as
There's
hell.
no middle ground. It's like Peaky Blinders or nothing.
Well, Nick was wearing a beanie. The hungover
Yeah, he's
guy
probably
who's
the
not
only
here.
person more bald than you that I've ever met.
You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, no, I'm chill.
Yeah, right, man.
Pretty bald. But yeah, back to wines.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to trying this this coming sort of spring, summer when the sort of wine will start to kick back in a little bit? Unless you're drinking a shitload of red wines right now.
I am definitely drinking more red at the moment.
Yeah.
I've always been, I love Chardonnay. That
Yeah.
is, I mean, it's a lot of people's love of wine is Chardonnay, but at the moment, Tassie Pinots are just, they're hitting the spot for me. I was never a big Pinot fan, I think. And then I've just found some of the Tassie ones just have this like gracious backbone.
Like
that just kind of,
Apologies for the language. Some of them have that cuntiness.
Yeah.
Good Pinot.
Let's go
Legitimately,
with that.
they need that little
We
bit
gotta
of
blend
That's our
that
first
out.
C-bomb. That's do you know what? Took a little longer than I was expecting. I thought we were going to get one earlier.
I have been pretty subdued, to be fair. Like I've got
fair.
a potty mouth, and I apologise for that. But cuntiness in a wine, especially a Pinot,
they do.
is a thing.
And
for me, anyway.
that Tassie Pinot, that Domain A that we poured at that dinner last week, I went, holy shit. Yeah,
that's
that
got a
is
little bit of
good
that
stuff.
cuntiness. Yeah, boy.
Never going to look at one the same way again.
Can't vote for that in top up
literally.
100s. Just, can we just try and stay in WA ones, mate?
Fair.
Bear with me. WA also does. You should know you're a wine judge. You sit on panels. WA does some nice Pinots as well.
There is some nice Pinots, but that you also brought me a Chardonnay that really blew me away, and it was the Flame Tree SRS.
man. That was my number. I think that was in my top 5 anyway.
I
wines
put
as
it in
well.
mine
That
as
is an
well.
Unbelievable wine.
It blew me away. Everyone, obviously Chardonnay, you can make it so differently.
Yeah.
No matter who does it, it's always different. But that was probably the first time that something had like so much flintiness that I
Yeah.
wanted more and more. And it was like, why does it taste like that? That was me. I was just questioning it. And
Man, you
like
drink
how
that
it
over
worked.
that wine over a couple of days. Like Cliff Royal at Flame Tree, he's like a gun at making Chardonnay. Like he's a great winemaker in general, but literally Chardonnay's his thing. And he does it. They're not only I have a little knock on Margaret River Chardonnay at the moment because it's world class, no doubt, but everything's kind of made the same way. 30% no. Or,
Well, you reckon everyone's just kind of trying to fit into a lane a little bit?
well, not everyone. No, like this is a big generalization to say, but like there is a lot that taste very similar. Like
Okay.
they're same soil type, very close, same clones, made the same similar way. Cliff's not done that. He's used techniques that most people don't do. So no malolactic fermentation. He doesn't allow any of that. And he uses a shitload of solids in his ferment. So when you get these solids, you get this flinty reductiveness to it. that protects the fruit, but also adds this crazy element that you don't see from Margaret Chardonnays.
Anyone, yeah.
And it is so delicious, man. It's like you drink it over a few days, you decant it. I put it in a decanter like a red wine and just let it open up over a day. And it is glorious. So yes, thank you for bringing
It's
that
funny
up.
that it lasts you a few days. It's like me, it's like
It doesn't
hours.
last me a few
I'm
days,
just
but
like,
you could.
yeah.
I said you could drink it over.
You could
a
if
couple
you were
days.
responsible.
Well, if you wanted
about
to
it.
see it progress, 100%. And also, I would love to see that wine in 5, 10,
Yeah.
15
Oh,
years.
really?
It'll look better than any other Margaret Chardonnay, I reckon.
So how will it change, do you reckon, in that time?
Oh man, that reductiveness will come back and it'll settle in, it'll integrate a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I think because of that lack of malo that it does, he hasn't used, like that acid line is going to just allow it to age a lot longer.
So how do you go about it? Like if you're kind of into wines, you love it, you like going to a place like Corner Dairy or, here at Urban, you're enjoying a glass, you're getting into it, you kind of, I don't know, like you're tasting more out of the glass than what you did before. If you want to start putting stuff away, like how do you start doing that? What's the stuff you should look for and go, yeah, okay, one for tonight and then one for 5 years' time?
Great question. And more people should do that. Buying a little wine fridge. I bought my first few wine fridges off Gumtree. Cost me a couple $100. They still, I've got one that is still running now, and that'd be close to 20 years old. And I reckon I paid $200 for it off Gumtree. Because if you want to actually do it properly, it needs to be stored correctly. So if you don't have a wine fridge or you don't want to spend $200 or $300 on Gumtree, you might not be able to do that anymore these days. But it's got to be cold enough and dark. You don't want to have it in sun. If it's got cork, it has to be laying on its side. But I think any wines that specifically that work is stuff that has a lot of natural acid.
Yeah,
For me.
yeah.
So I'm thinking Rieslings, I'm thinking champagne or really good, method traditional bubbles from Australia or WA. Chardonnays like Flame Tree that have no malo, because when you do malolactic fermentation, it softens the acid a shitload. And I've had a few that I've stored, and I've stored a lot of Chardonnay over my time, and that I've pulled out after maybe 2 or 3 years too long. And there's nothing more frustrating
Kill ya, eh?
when you just, and I'm like, that's not it. Like,
And
it
a
is,
tear rolls down your
yeah.
face, and you're like,
and almost all of them have been wines that have had too much new oak on release, or not too much, just they've had a lot of new oak on release, and they've had a lot of malolactic fermentation.
Interesting. So it's like beyond the reds, because people always think about putting reds away, right? Like,
Oh man, reds are the ideal one, but like I'm
but you can
talking.
do it with whites too.
whites
Yeah.
are cool.
And when you have a Cabernet, for instance, Margaret River does Cabernets better than almost everyone in the world. Those wines aren't. They're getting made now in a way that is easier to drink on release, yeah, for sure. But the fucking proper ones, if you put it away for 10 years and you taste that Cabernet after 10
It'd
years,
be
properly sell it,
interesting.
unbelievable. That tannin just melts away.
It's just all about willpower, really.
This is the thing, right?
That's
3
why
years
I
go
have
by,
all of
you
my
go,
shit in Wine Arc Belmont. Thank you. Hopefully you can sponsor us. It's offsite. You can't touch it.
No, but that's the thing, right? You almost need it away because you know what it's
Yeah.
like. It's like, you might have had a big day. It's like a Friday, just chilling, a few glasses with
Mate.
missus, some dinner, a few more. She might roll into bed. You keep going. It's
Mate,
kind of YouTube
the-
clips.
Yeah.
The amount of money I've left, I've opened the most bullshit wines at the end of the night, and I've walked out in the morning, and it's like sitting out in the rain on the porch next to the ashtray. You're like, sick. That's $500. I don't even remember drinking it, and I've had half a glass, and the rest is in the bottle ruined.
Wow.
Don't do that.
Well,
kids.
good news. Little sneak peek. We're going to give away another one of those Husky wine fridges.
Dope.
So be on the lookout for that. Gave one away as part of the big prize at 100 wines.
Yeah.
Got another one.
I'll
Just
be,
in
entering,
storage.
I'll be entering that.
Yeah,
I've
well,
only got
winter.
2 Jarrah wine racks, but I live in like a house that was built in 1948, so it stays pretty cool throughout the whole day.
Yeah, winter's tough, but your wine is fine.
Mate, I
Just
was in
jump
my
on
room
Gumtree, brother.
the other day.
Or vote for top-ups, man. You might win one.
I was in my
can't win
room the other day, middle of the day, right? It's 12 o'clock, lunchtime, warmest part of the day. I'm blowing like steam out of my mouth. It was
Oh, that's
freezing,
all right.
man. I
That's
was like, this is no good.
Well,
Yeah,
times
but
are
then
tough,
it
eh?
is winter, man. So be smarter.
Not in Perth. It's
I've been keeping my stuff under my house. I've kind of found this little secret kind of like cave
Yep.
under my house, under like one of the bedrooms. You walk down this little set of steps and open it up, and it's all just kind of like think it's like limestone kind of.
Yeah,
under
it was
there.
sick.
It's cold as.
Yeah.
So I've
Mate,
just been lining stuff.
I
up in
literally have dreams about like this sort of shit that I've just like, found this nook and cranny in my house and then realized it's like a, 1,000 square meter property that I've just walked into. And I'm like, I
was
need
looking
that
for-
shit to happen.
I was looking for suitcases of cash. Nothing.
No,
Absolutely
fucking
nothing.
always get sting like
There was
that.
like
No
some
one leaves
fishing
me-
hooks.
Man, I found
Yeah.
bullets in our back shed.
Wow.
I was like, oh,
You from the country?
now my fingerprints are on it. And if it
Yeah, you're
was used to kill someone,
Yeah.
like I'm done, dude.
Wow.
There was lots of, those old match boxes as well,
yeah.
that you get from servos and roadhouses and all that crap,
Yeah.
like pubs and stuff. Bag of those. It
Have a
was,
little taste of that bad boy.
yeah.
Oh,
You
God.
may
yeah.
as well.
Thank
Wine's
you.
made for sharing, right, Chris?
Man, so this
You're
is a
just
cracking
holding
wine
it.
if you want to chat about this.
Grazie. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, that's
So this is Low Boy, which is effectively the son, I believe, of Forest Hill.
All right.
So Forest Hill in Denmark.
Denmark, eh?
Yeah. At older plantings than Margaret River. They were planted there before Margaret River even existed as a wine region. And Low Boy is using a lot of their fruit, but then has his own sources. And this is Prongrup Riesling from 2024. And it is a fucking stunner. I don't sell this, no. But you could vote. I voted for this in my top up.
Oh boy.
Don't know.
Find
No
out for me.
idea. No, one of the great little producers. And again, like being lucky that he was born into a beautiful wine family, but he hasn't, a lot of the time that can go one or two ways. You take the family name over, and I think he's making their wines now, but he's got his own little thing and it's got its own identity. He makes it in his own way and fucking love it.
So talk us through this. What do you love?
Riesling for me is one of my favorite varieties. The acid, I need acid now in my in the stuff that I drink.
Mhm.
If it doesn't have enough acid, it's just gluggy for me. This is a great food wine. It has that rocky tension. The Prongrups is literally this crazy, where Bluff Knoll is basically, effectively that, but big granite ridges all the way through there. And they produce this Riesling when planted on the like decomposed granite, I think is what you call it. But they have this, the same amount of acid as say like a Clare Valley Riesling, which is very lemon lime and austere, but the exact same amount, but because of that minerality and almost salty edge to them, they don't appear to have that. They're not as austere. They're a little bit wider, a bit more broad, really floral and pretty. And I
It's
don't know.
got great
Is that enough
acid. It just
fucking-
kind of
I like it.
gets to the peak and then just plateaus a
Yeah.
lot. Like it
It's
doesn't
not
go
doesn't rip your face off, but it
like
only
tear a
from
bit
that-
of skin away from
Yeah.
the
It's
inside
It's
of
got
your
that
cheek
kind of
or
like
something.
mellowness, hey? Like in a good way.
I think like when you talk food wine,
that's it.
this is it. Like
That's
is
it.
like the acid in this would go with so many things in
So
like
much,
that come
yeah.
out of a kitchen. There's like you go white meat, you could go fish, you could go fucking like shellfish,
Mate, you
like
go Wagyu steak, like
Wagyu
high marble
steak,
score
yeah.
steak. But
big fatty.
if you haven't
Just to
seen
cut
this
through,
shit
hey?
before,
Literally, yeah,
have a look
you can
out for
work
Low
it
Boy.
a couple different ways. You can either pair it so it goes more like with the food, or you can kind of get it so it clashes a bit, I think, and then like pairing like a acidic wine with a fatty meat or something like that. It
Unreal.
works really well. So
bit of spice, even little Asian food like this. would be
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, that with like some Thai or something would be delish.
Yeah.
So you don't always have to go like a red with steak. That's a misconception.
Nah,
I
God,
think
no.
so. Yeah, no, like I think you could probably pair a lot of
You
things.
pair
with steak, yeah.
good sparkling wine with literally fucking
Really?
everything. Yeah.
Well, This,
Under that.
yeah.
If you don't know, just
You're big on the sparkling.
He loves it.
I'm a
sparkling
I'm
man.
a sparkling guy.
Chris puts
I have baths.
what
and
is it?
that and
Fried chicken, caviar, and
shit. Fried chicken and caviar. If you
Yeah.
ever come to H&C Urban Winery in Fremantle, get fried chicken, add the caviar and a glass of champagne and you're good.
he's like a walking advertisement.
He just does it in such a subtle way. That's so good. That's so good. What was it like living above a pub? Like how old were you, and would you just kind of sneak down, fill the vodka back up with water, or is that just a
Shit,
cliche?
I wasn't that old. I
No,
think
you're
I
too
didn't even
young.
know what drinking was, but I think I was in primary school. So
Yeah.
we left when I was 12 or 13.
Okay.
So we lived there for 3 or 4 years.
Geez, you really missed an opportunity. It's like, come on, Dad. Like at
I
least
think
get me
so.
to 16,
but
17.
like it was one of my first jobs. It was unpaid. I used to actually, before school, I was always an early riser. I'd be up at 5:30, go down. Dad would be at work doing the books or cooking the books. I don't know, something like that. And then he would. My job was to restock the RTD fridge. and then I'd get to play pool. Like that was my favourite
Nice.
payment. Sorry.
How much was pool then?
Well, he had the key.
Nice.
But it was like $2, the $2 coin thing, and you slide in. But he had the key, and so he would just give me. I'd stock all the fridges, and then there was like an hour left till I had to leave for school and walk up the road, sort of thing. So I became a bit of a shark at 12.
I don't believe that at all.
You just cutting blokes down for money, like.
Yeah, well, the Christmas party was always a sore point for some of the older fellas. Like,
How good.
But you're so uncoordinated. I can't see it.
I
You
reckon.
haven't sold me on that. I think that's bullshit.
It's pop black straight after this, I reckon.
Let's go then.
Yeah.
Take me
Go
on.
sink a few.
Lol.
Nice.
Lol.
Nice. How good.
I could teach you how to play footy too, I reckon, if you wanted.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
I've got
Shots
You're
fired.
better. He's better at the wine than he was at the footy. I've heard. I never really watched AFL back then.
Well, I was going to say, like, from New South Wales, like, wouldn't have been much footy going on.
Nah, it's all NRL.
Oh,
over
rugby
there,
league, hey?
especially out west. There's no AFL. There
Who's
is an
your team?
AFL team, but
Who's your rugby league team?
I'm a Cronulla.
Oh, because you're in the Shire.
Yeah,
That's
Dad grew
unfortunate.
up there, so it was either go for Cronulla or nick off out of their house.
Well, you made it out of the Shire. Most from Cronulla don't leave.
They never leave us.
Nah, Cronulla are shit. I don't like them. I'll go for whoever their rival is. There.
You can go for St George then. That's all right there. Lower on the ladder. At
Oh,
the
Illawarra. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always loved them.
Nice. Nice.
But living upstairs of a pub was pretty cool. I think, in a way, it taught me a lot about what I do now. I watch my old man go to work in a hospitality venue from like 6 a.m. in the
Yeah,
morning till
Do some hours, hey?
like 100-hour weeks
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
He'd work every day, day in, day out. So it really taught me I don't go that far. That's pretty crazy to me. That's
Oh, man, you do a pretty good job of it.
Yeah.
And I think both of you guys, St. Bridges and the Corner Dairy up there, doing the double barrel, double view, fucking whatever
you
it
need to
is.
actually set a name and just say
If you haven't
that.
been, you should go and check it out. Anyway, you'll get an array of good Australian wines and a lot of WA stuff as well. And it's a good place if you want to vote at some point for our next top 100. If you need to try
a good
these
spot.
wines,
I think
go see
we
your
try
friend.
do as much WA as possible.
I've got some crackers. I'll come see you tomorrow.
All right. He actually does. Last week was the first time he showed up for an event that we did with him. So
Oh, really? What was that?
it's a sore point.
What was the event?
That was the champagne, but like the degustation thing.
Yeah, we did a set menu, like a ticketed dinner last week, and we've had. I think there's been 2 events before that Chris was meant to come to and didn't show up.
One time.
We need to hear more about this.
Oh, it was.
Chris, no show. What's
For
that?
those who don't know, Chris has a distillery.
Oh,
You
yeah.
own it? You're part owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a Beyond event, was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
and you're meant to pour gin next to Reese and Emma.
Oh, yeah.
And then Reese and I were trying
Well,
to call
thanks for
you.
bringing it up, mate. You know why I missed the thing, and it wasn't out of choice, and I
it was-
apologise for that. But I think I've made it up to you.
Yeah, I actually really love this.
He's
place,
he's a changed man now. He wears turtlenecks. He shows up on time.
Yeah.
I like the turtleneck
It's
thing
interesting.
actually.
I like it
Yeah,
too.
thanks.
I think you pulled it off.
I
The
think I look
baggy
shit hot.
pants.
Yeah,
I
thank
love
you.
that. Dude, you look really cool today.
Yeah, thanks, man. I
And the
appreciate that a lot.
moustache really like.
Yeah, you copied me with that, didn't you?
I'm feeling left
I
out.
haven't shaved my
The only
face
beard
for
boy over here.
10 years.
Yeah,
already.
3 bald blokes.
I can't pull off just the tash.
I just
shit.
my mullet's having a race to see who can get to the back faster. Like,
That is
it's
big.
just-
Yeah.
It's going pretty quick. Might have to go see a Turkish doctor soon. I think.
Hey, it's a thing.
Oh,
I've got a
no.
cousin who's just about to go over.
Mate, it looks
not for me.
Okay.
No,
Bald is beautiful.
Just lean
One day
into it.
I'll just.
Well, you're gonna have
shave
to,
it off.
mate. Yeah, because it's falling out.
You hit a
Unless it
moment.
just magically comes back, that'd be nice. I wake up one
it doesn't
morning,
happen. No.
it's all filled in around the side here.
I remember like when I chose to shave my head, I got caught in the rain, right? And then it just kind of like washed all the shit I used to do with it to try and like half cover it up that everyone saw through but me.
Yeah.
And that happened. Saw it in a mirror. I was walking home from work, literally raced home, shaved my head. And I remember calling my hairdresser and I was like, oh, hey, Em, because she was great. And I was like, just want to let you know, like, it's not you, it's me. I just started to shave my head. Like, I know it must come as a bit of a surprise. And she's like, oh, I probably thought you were going to call me a few months ago. That's all good.
Yeah, man, it's so funny. I had
So rough.
I was
I
actually
saw
going to
one
tell you.
photo. Our good friend Natty Doz,
yeah.
great friend of the show, PTA. If you listen to fucking podcast, pass the old cracker.
Elite.
Anyway, he sent me a photo, and I had no, I don't think he sent me the photo, but I saw a photo from behind, right, when I had hair, and I hadn't seen too many photos from that angle before, and it was like,
Yeah, the Devon patch
no.
going. Yeah.
oh no, send it to Dozzo. He's like, yeah, no good. So I FaceTimed him while I'm shaving it. And he watched me do it. And
What was yours at the back?
yeah, it's
Oh, you had
like
the
here.
patch. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's the
You can't
receipt.
tell.
It was going that way too, but it was more that
Wow.
topes. Anyway,
Mine gets a bit thin in the same spot.
I've noticed, brother. Yeah, I can see.
Nice. Good hair chat. It's good.
It's a good ball chat, this.
Keep drinking more of this. I might help it grow
Anyway.
back. I don't know. Anyway.
I'm not far off having to have another wee, boys.
You're a big weir. Like, so I haven't known you that
kidding
long
me.
since we've been doing this stuff, right? But I have noticed big weir.
Yeah, I have got it.
Why is that? Have you always been a big weir?
No, I don't. No, I wasn't until I was about 18, 19.
Sorry, is this too personal?
No, it's very unpersonal.
Okay.
I actually would love to tell this story.
Right.
Because it's really an issue, and hopefully you guys aren't experiencing this at home. But I used to play football for a living, and I used to have a coach called John Worsfold, who is the man. Like, I was obsessed with him growing up, and he's a big, ruthless man. And he doesn't say much. And it was this one game in particular. He was the type of dude where, like, if you weren't 5 minutes early, you were 10 minutes late.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So we had this meeting. We'd been beaten by 100 points on the weekend. I'm running late because my gym session was going too long. I've rocked in just like a minute before the start of this meeting. We're about to get sprayed, right? And I'm sitting in the front row. That's where my spot was, right in front of where he speaks, basically. And then Peter Sumich was the assistant coach who was sitting next to me, and I've run in just on time. And I was like, mate, I need a piss. Do you reckon I've got time? And he's like, if I was you, mate, I wouldn't fucking sit down. I'm like, oh, no, okay, I'm busting. Anyway, I was like, I'll suck it up. Whoosh has gone on an hour plus rant, I reckon. And I've held it the whole time, and I'm sweating. I'm like, I couldn't pay attention. I had no fucking idea what he was saying because I was just in a ball of sweat, holding in so much pain. And finally, after the hour, I was like, oh, I'm going to run straight to the toilet, obviously. But I couldn't even run. I was in so much pain that I couldn't fucking move. Eventually, like, kind of got to the toilet and let it go. And ever since that day, my bladder has been ruined.
Really?
I think I stretched it so much that it, like, rebounded like a tennis ball, and it's like that's my theory. Anyway.
So Whoosh cooked your bladder.
Oh, it's mentally like the second I need a wee now, I need a fucking wee.
Have you ever brought it up with him? Like, hey, John.
Actually, no, I reckon I have.
You should get him on here and talk about it. Oh, that's actually, well, leading into that, I don't think Chris has ever rocked up to the dairy for a tasting, and the first thing he does, he's like, hey, boys, got a piss. And he just runs straight to the bathroom.
That is true.
Before, like, he'll say 2 words, got a piss. And I'm like, all right, no worries. We'll just
But the other
chill
day
out.
when I came in, I didn't need a piss, which was
That was
rare.
odd.
Everyone's like, the fuck?
I was actually kind of surprised. Like, I stood there and I was like, I looked at Sam, and Sam's, I don't know.
He didn't piss.
What's going on?
He didn't piss. He didn't piss.
I can't believe we're talking about
Oh,
this.
man.
wrong.
There you go.
How good are we going? Top up ones, that's what.
Yeah. yeah.
Talking
That's
about
it.
WA pisses.
Oh, anyway.
Well, Whoosh, thanks for your lack of ability to piss now. Or no, your constant need
Constant
to.
need.
Yeah, that's rough.
Mentally scarred me.
Did you go, sometimes when you hold on too long, I don't want to go too deep onto this, but when you hold on too long, like you ride the wave, so at the start it's really hard, and then you kind of get to this sweet spot and you're like, oh, I think I'm going to be fine. And then it just doubles down.
Oh, yeah, no, I've never get to feel fine.
Oh,
no.
okay.
I'm a bit of a mental midget like Matty does, actually, when it comes to weeing. My bladder starts to fill up tiny, but I'm like, oh, I better go right now. I don't want to go
Right
through
now.
that pain ever
Man,
again.
I just hold on, eh?
Yep.
You're a holder.
Yeah.
All right.
I think,
Well,
Cheers to that.
yeah.
cheers to
Anyway.
Good time to sum it up.
Thanks for coming in, brother.
No worries.
Thanks
Cheers.
for chatting shit.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy that. Go check out Corner Dairy. Go
Cheers,
check out
boys.
Lowboy. Go check out Marchand and Burch Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Get in.
SRS Flame Tree.
Chin chin,
Get on
motherfuckers.
that.